for battle, heroes.
Welcome back into Heroes Lounge. We're in Division 7. On the left-hand side, we're looking at the Cheese Squad. I, no joke, chose this best of 3 because their name is Cheese Squad. That's an easy win for me to choose which team to cast. We have a Brightwing, Hanzo, Muradin, Sylvanas, Leoric. On the right, we've got InPanic, which is pretty much what we all go through every day. Varian, Blaze, Tassadar, Vala, and a Lieutenant Morales. Tassadar is going to be going into the Shock Ray. He's going to be going Q build level 1, or at least Q at level 1. He'll need to be picking up a bunch of these static charge Shock Ray stacks. So will Tassadar finishes 200 by the end of the game. Every time you hit an enemy hero, you get 5. Keep that in mind. It's not like he has to hit 200 of these. He does not need to hit 200. Just needs to hit 40 enemy heroes if my caster math is right. Cheese Squad better show some cheese strats. Well, it looks like InPanic's got the cheese strat right now. They've got Morales, which may be some juice here. We're going to find out very quickly, but you still got time. Oh, my apologies.
Hey, listen.
Now you can officially gamble. There you go. My apologies. For anyone that doesn't know, that is our gamble bell. Is the Na'Vi Arcane Punisher, first Punisher of this Division 7 matchup in our 4th best of 3 of the day. Starting out here. I honestly forgot the name of that talent. I forgot the Baffle talent name, and I was trying to use it for something. I was talking to someone when I was traveling back, and I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. I was like, Baffle's the perfect emo, and then I just couldn't remember what I named it. Nice dwarf toss into the bush, giving not Nub. Let's say not Nub. We'll say Nub. A couple block stacks on that Muradin. Stefan a little low. Thias, able to back away. No early game kills. The invade onto the camp did leash the 2 Impalers and stalled out any sort of camp grab. Mid lane Leoric was able to soak up, and overall that was still a victory for the side of Cheese Squad. InPanic panicked a little bit, backed away, but I do like what they did. Tried to fight into the enemy. And Tylitz on this Tassadar is a quarter of the way through their stacks already. Believers gotta feel pretty good right now. $1 million bandit bucks to sing to him. No, if I'm gonna make people waste their bandit bucks, it's gonna be for me to wear 1 sock. I used to have a redemption that says "Do not push this," and it was quite literally just a waste of channel points. Oh, Nub. No, they dove in a little too deep, and no phase shift from Brightwing in time. First blood to the side of InPanic. What do you mean, You're saving for that? I'm pretty sure I think Chess Leader has enough. He just keeps bringing it up, saying like, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna redeem it someday. I have, if you've ever seen, in a lot of anime and media and stuff like that, they always have a woman wearing like 1 long sock and 1 regular, and I had a whole rant about it when I was playing Steel Rising because it annoyed me. Also because that game is poo-poo too. I was watching someone play. Are you? I was watching someone play Liza P last night, and it was giving me massive Steel Rising vibes, and I was like, I don't think this game's gonna be for me. Ninja, did you really just redeem sock? Did you really redeem it? Did you really redeem it? I was expecting it tomorrow when I'm doing the cooking stream. All right, I'll have to go after this game and go get a sock. God damn it, Ninja. Casually just burned 500,000 channel points, nearly. God. All right. It has been redeemed. You say burned. We say spent. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna judge you. Whatever makes you happy, chat. That's what I'm here for. 10 talent tier, almost here, so we'll go ahead and cycle through those numbers as we always do. Hanzo at 3 out of 5, 70 on the Tassadar, 74 for Vala. Nub able to dwarf toss out. Where's the knees redemption? I have removed it because I threw out my back and my hip in February, and sitting like that is only going to cause it to go back into pain. So, unfortunately, we don't have a knees redemption just because I just physically can't do it. If we were to have that redemption, I would re-throw out my sacral joint, and I'm not going through that pain again. I still have that pain here and there, and it's just awful. Rotation down into bottom lane onto Blaze, who has pushed up the wave a little bit. Leoric will catch the soak and manage the incoming waves. Hanzo Muradin looking to steal away a camp over here. Cheese Squad grating some Gouda. Sound like good in my head. Taunt into Muradin. Blaze with a huge jet propulsion. Pops the Pyromania as well. Looking to chase onto Tyus, but Bala cannot. Actually, she just decides to keep autoing into Omen Samuel. And Samuel will fall. Another kill over to the side of InPanic. Knee redemption was too much. Bob threw out his back to make chat happy. I mean, isn't that? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I did. I mean, there were literally knees last night, Kalis. You just have to watch the stream. Right? Wasn't it last night? I know Gato had a screenshot of it like 0.25 seconds after it happened. Gato was already screenshotting and posting. Blaze pushes up top. That's a free fort for InPanic while we wait for our Mortar Punisher bottom lane. I do believe we're still a minute and a half away from that popping up. 10s on both sides. Sylvanas will pick up Wailing Arrow. Black Hole Tassadar, he's at 95 stacks currently, nearly halfway through that level 1 static charge. Increasing that Shockray Fascia from Brightwing to join in. That's an Entomb from Leoric, creating a bit of, actually creates great terrain. Stefan has to back off, but it's Brightwing goes down to the Vala sustained damage. She's got the stim. Oh no, a double kill. Odd sock. Sorry, I read odd sock and I was like, oh. Just the sock theme continues right now. Nicely done. An easily achieved triple kill for InPanic. That Vala with the stim, absolutely beautiful. 75% attack speed and 25% movement speed for 10 seconds. Vala's got Hot Pursuit as well. I don't know. I don't think they overstack, do they? No, they do overstack, don't they? So she'd be at 135? Because it's 2% per stack. You get 10 stacks. No, so you'd be at 145? Is that right? 2 times 10 is 20, plus 25 is 45, so you'd have 145 movement speed, I think. Oh, either way. Second objective is being worked on by InPanic, already halfway through. Couldn't watch yesterday's stream because you had to be social with your folks. I got to watch a bit of Wayne's World. So you don't live your life based on my stream schedule? How rude. Charge from Varian, Juggernaut at level 13, went into shield wall for safety, so no 4% every 4 seconds, but still, every time that charge connects onto an enemy, that's 4% of their max HP. Your blame was in clip mode yesterday? Oh, I appreciate the clips always. I'm gonna be starting to work on Best of Baja number 7 today because... or on Monday. Today is like the last good day of sunshine we have. Tomorrow is overcast and getting cold, and then Monday is overcast and nasty. Monday's like 15 degrees Celsius, like 58-ish degrees Fahrenheit, 20-mile-an-hour winds, and overcast. Yeah, Monday's a get stuff done around the house day. And call the airlines and hopefully find my frickin' bag. Actually, can we see this? Does it show the stat? 125. So it doesn't overstack. It doesn't overstack. It just takes the greater of the two values. I'm sorry, are we going core? What? I was looking at stats. I'm sorry. What? InPanic is in control. They're gonna find themselves a triple kill. 150 stacks on Tassadar right now. Blaze is just like, you guys ending? Wait. This is the most decisive end for a Division 7 team I've, like, ever seen. The members of InPanic know exactly their win condition, and it's wild to me. Usually, okay, so Division, I'm not flaming the players, I'm just, usually in this division, it's teams like, oh, we can't end, let's back off, there's camps to get. We'll go for next objective, but this is an absolute massacre! InPanic with 14 kills and a 10-minute, 30-second game. GG, well played. Holy hell. I got a message this morning, was going to go get coffee, went outside and rain. Oh. Yeah, today is like the last good day we have, which works out because I'm supposed to meet up with people and have some beers outside. What's up, ISO? Holy crap, that was decisive. All right, give me 1 second, chat. Give me a second. Stupid ass redemptions. I made it because I was like, no one will ever redeem this because it's stupid. Immediate redemptions. Immediate redemptions. Immediate. Ah. Got one of my snowboard socks. There. My stupid ass Burton socks. There you go. One sock. Fucking stupid. Does Tassadar finish his level 1 quest? No. He had 175 out of 200. He had 175. Honestly, if that game went another, what, minute and a half, he would have easily finished it out. Well, my right leg is very warm now, so there's that at least. Oh, Chad, I love you so much. Alphaba, thank you for the follow a few minutes ago. Is this a look? Why is this a look? I don't get it. I've never worn one sock and a girlfriend's like, ah. God damn. You put it there some part. No, I was like, I'll make a ridiculous redemption for a meme. Then my chat's like, oh, one sock? You don't say. Ugh. Happy Saturday, chat. Cheers. Okay. Alright, this is a weird one, but I think it'll be fun, okay? Falstad is gonna be going into Hinterland's Blast. Falstad will be going into Hinterland's Blast at level 10. So we're gonna make a meme bet. Does Falstad ever get a full reset? Why not? Why not? Will Falstad get a full reset on his heroic cooldown from Hinterlands? If anyone needs to know, oh, I don't know if what is it? It's Hinterlands is a 125, and you get 25 per hero hit. No, that's not right. I have it wrong. It's 120, and it's 30 seconds per hero hit. Hinterlands Blast. I just want to make sure I have it covered before so chat knows what it is. Cooldown, 120 seconds. After a short delay, deal a bunch of damage to enemies in a strong line, in a straight line, and reduce the cooldown by 25 seconds every enemy hero hit. So you have to hit 4 or more. Because 4 times... No, wait. Do you have to hit all 5? Right? It's 4 or more. No. You have to hit all 5. Never mind, I'm a moron. 4 times 25 is 100. Duh. 2 sips of a beer. Forgets how to cast. And it's not like there's a Misha in this. It's a pretty straightforward draft. It's Varian, Blaze, Greymane, Orphea, Ana on the opposing side. All right, so they've got to hit a 5-man Hinterlands. Does Falstad hit a 5-man Hinterlands Blast? Yes. Reset. Reset. Nope. No reset. Make that all capital. Reset heroic. Can I heroic? Heroic CD. There we go. All right, we'll throw 2 minutes on it. I think this will be a fun little bet. Caster math strong. I blame Twitch chat personally. Why? Don't know. Because I can. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Heroes Lounge Division 7 matchup. On the left, we've got Cheese Squad, Falstad, Li Ming, Ragnaros, Deckard Cain, and Tyrael. To the right, we're looking at InPanic. We've got, oh, look at Greymane's name, Odd Sock. See, they wear 2 socks, not just Odd Sock. Ana, as well as a Blaze, Orphea, and a Varian. So, sorry, my apologies. My question to you, chat. Oh, wait. Did I mess up? Hold on 1 second. Did I mess up? Odd Socks is an InPanic. Odd Socks is... Okay, I thought the team swapped sides and I missed it. Anyways, start prediction. There you go. The gamble's out.
Hey, listen.
We've got our level 1s shown at the bottom of the screen. You know that Hinterlands will be taken at level 10 by Falstad. So you can get your gambles in. Will he get a 5-man reset? Will Falstad hit all enemy heroes once and reset the cooldown of his heroic to 0? Or will that never happen in this game? I feel like that's a fun bet. I feel like that's a very fun bet. Especially on Battlefield where you get consistent 5v5s around the objective. Depending on how people line up for Ana's healing, keep in mind, some Ana players... This is very true of people who play healer and they are on Uther and Ana. You will ask your teammates to line up because some of your abilities work really good when people are in a straight line. So that might be a consideration as well. There is that plausibility of people lining up for that. Sorry, I also just had the thought, if Falstad goes into the upgrade at 20, the Wild Hammer or something, it's just range. It increases the length, right? Not the width. So it gets longer, not girthier, right? Falstad gets longer and not girthier at 20, right? No, he'll take Hinterlands Blast. I know he does. I can see the talents. I'm pretty sure it's just a percent range increase. I don't think the blast becomes wider. I don't remember. Someone in Twitch chat might be able to Google that very quickly. Because the bet is about to end, and ooh, we do not have that much betting on this. Come on, chat. You know you can. You know you want a gamba. Ah. Everyone spent all their channel points voting to have more Heroes Lounge casting first. All right, the gamble's closed. Let's see what happens here. Tyrael being invaded. Wait, oh, there's no one in top. I just saw Ragnaros. I was like, did he really rotate to join in Core 5? Yes, indeed they did. I just realized the Li Ming's name. I just realized Li Ming's name. Oh, that's funny. Ragnaros will pick up a couple more stacks on the Sulfurous Hungers for his Empower Sulfurous. You do have the Chasing or Catching Fire as well, which is some armor if I'm not mistaken, right? 25 armor, that means spell and physical. Unless the game specifies to either spell or physical in the description, you can always assume it's both.
I shall purge your evil.
Like Muradin, his level 1 dwarf block, that says physical stacks. Dauntless says physical stacks. Garrosh says armor, meaning physical and spell. Brightwing's got spell armor augments as well with her pixie dust. So little things like that, just in case. You know, I always like to point these things out here and there. Not everyone knows every little intricacy of heroes. Honestly, I didn't know earlier that Vala's, or excuse me, speed augments just take the higher of the two. I was thinking that they would overstack. Thought Vala was about to have 145% movement speed when she was stimmed, but as we checked on the stats in game, unless they're lying, it just took the greater of the two values. Very close Immortal race, going to be going over to the side of Cheese Squad. Alarian has been summoned to the side of Cheese Squad for the top lane, and we're looking at 7s in just a moment for both sides. Nub in top lane is doing A-okay. Thought maybe they get caught out here. This is a little risky stepping up, but the allies are right behind. Decker Kane's got a potion. Here comes the Immortal as well. Big spin from the Immortal, but it's still Ragnaros so very low, and Varian takes the kill. Gets the kill, achieves the kill. Odd Socks thought they were going to die there. Not the case. Falstead in bottom lane, 30 stacks on that Gathering Storm, has the jump in damage by 15%. So at 30 stacks, you get 15%, but you also get an additional 15 at that 30 mark. So 30% for the Falstead, though he can continue bolstering that Gathering Store damage by 0.5 per stack. So if he's at 32, that's 31%. Okay. Oh, waiting to see what Varian takes at his level 10. We have the Kanai's Cube, which is going to reduce the hero damage dealt by 30%. Good way to maybe reduce the race potential from InPanic. And Falstead just doing his best to poke at this bottom lane, but Blaze, he'll tank a couple tower shots, work on this fort front gate. Material scouts out Varian inside the bush with a Zeldruin's Might. Nice job. Seeing Varian over there, seeing the enemy backed off or playing safe by their gate, and also Orphean lane. Easy call for the bottom lane camp. Li Ming looking for a reset. Stefan very low. Biter Grenade goes out, and it's not enough. Spell armor reduction from the Falstead. Gonna pair well into Hinterlands later on. Meanwhile, Greymane in top lane gets a lot of free siege with his Inner Beast active. You know it's active because that glow on the weapon will expire right there. Meanwhile, back into bottom lane, we still have Impaler camp. And 10 talent tier almost here, so you know we like to cycle through those numbers in these best of threes. See what the damage, healing, and experience does look like. Jet Propulsion from Blaze will connect into Nub, who's able to self-blast. Break the wrist, walk away. Second objective phase up and available for contest. Okay, who gets the first half? Greymane's already on it. Inner Beast is active. Li Ming gonna poke out in front of this as well with the Aether Walker. It looks like they've got Aether Walker at level 1 with how they're blinking around. Ragnaros continues to soak up bottom, grabbing more experience as well as stacks on his Sulphurous Hungers and the Catching Fire. I believe he was at like 10 stacks, maybe he's at 11 right now for that activatable later on. Race potential on the north-south side, looking fast over to the members of InPanic. Could be another 2-0. We'll have to see what happens in this series here. Waiting for those 10s. We know Hinterlands Blast for Falstad. I'm just excited to see how it's going to be. There it is, chat. There's your Hinterlands. Judgment, stay a while. Sulphurous Smash as well. The plausibility of a reset for Hinterlands is pretty high with the way that with all the lockdown. Granted, Judgment does push people around, so that might have a little bit of weird displacement. But a good stay a while since it's in that arc, and Falstead barrel rolls into a position. Hinterlands Blast followed up by the Sulphurous Smash. God dang, Greymane will fall. It's no reset, but they get a kill. Molten Core from Ragnaros buys time and is a good defense up against the Immortal, who's slapping their way through this top lane. Blaze pushing up bottom. Falstad already reset and ran down there to help out. Ragnaros will get pushed back. 13 out of 15 for him on that level 4. And Falstad's presence has pushed back, has dissuaded Blaze in the bottom lane. Ardent Restoration for Tyrael as catching fire from Ragnaros now finished out with that extra globe. 55 seconds left on the Falstad cooldown. Crushing Jaws pulls one into place, and that's a kill onto Tyrael. He's going to try and cheat death a little bit. 22-17. Got a solid 5 seconds off his death timer, but with Tyrael dead, I think they want to back away. Oddsock does get hit by an Arcane Orb, but he's not too concerned in that top lane Greymane. I honestly think they can do it. Unless the Hinterlands combo is quite literally just like Judgment, Sulfuras, Hinterlands, then we may not see it, but who knows? Who knows? One of my legs, one of my toes, or one of my feet are very, very cold, and one of my feet are very, very warm. Thank you very much, chat. Thank you for the sock redemption. Half my body's cold. Judgment again from, oh my god, it's a disgusting combo. Falstad actually got a pretty good cooldown on that. Did you see? He's already down to 50-some seconds. Must have hit 3 enemy heroes. No, he hit, no. Trying to do caster math. I think he hit 2, which would have been 50 seconds off the 120. But then that doesn't, like, no, I think he hit 3, because it was down to around 50 off of 120. Why is math so hard, chat? It has nothing to do with the beer that I have. Nor the fact I haven't eaten in about 6 hours. Super potions for Deckard Cain. Pretty much full blink build for Li Ming. I'm not a Li Ming main, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a blink talent at 4, does she? No, right. It's Charge Blast, Dominance, and Triumvirate. I was like, I'm 99% sure she doesn't, but let me just check for my own knowledge. I was like, the vision is messed up here as well. 13s on both sides for talent tiers. Varian's got that 4% charge again. Gonna be leaning into the shield wall still. Worked out in the previous game. Judgment from Tyrael, Sulfur Smash, Hinterlands Blast onto 2, it looks like. So it is just going to be with the windup and everything. It was just 2 the last time as well. But a Varian will fall. It's a reset for Li Ming. Blaze comes in with a Jet Propulsion, but he might have just accidentally misplaced himself. Tyrael chases in as well. He should have movement speed to close the gap, and the Triumvirate, excuse me, the Arcane Orb does not connect. Oddsock's able to back away, but Blaze will fall. And that's still a triple kill over to the side of Cheese Squad. They'll take themselves another Immortal here. Falstad manages the top lane wave. Can't be too upset about that whatsoever. Oh, by the way, since I'm back from Germany, I'm testing out the idea of consistently earlier streams. Tuesday might be a sleep-in day for me, but we'll see. I'm thinking about trying to consistently start streams around 9 a.m. PDT. Works good for the European viewers. Granted, of course, that's what? 18 CEST? Yeah, right? And it's better for East Coast as well, since it's halfway through the workday for some people. That weekend was super fun to watch. Which? The Nations Cup? Last weekend? Judgment, Sulfurous Smash, another double hit for Falstad. They take down the Greymane. Hitting 1 consistently is expected, but... Excuse me, hitting 2 consistently is not expected. The 1 hit is what I really would be not surprised to see, but it's this Silwalker is doing a great job of angling these to get 2 hit almost every single time. Also, Rom's, good to see you. Hope you had a good day. Hope you're enjoying the games today. Love the meta rules, make the finals really exciting. Yeah. I very much enjoy it. I definitely sympathize with some of the players who prefer standard modes, but I mean, overall, like, everyone had a good time. No one really left with bad blood, like, we lost because the Meta Madness style. There was, you know, when you get to a Game 7 and you're in that draft format and you've also been playing... How many games did they have that day? I'm talking about NA specifically. NA had to play 4 games against Korea, 5 games against Sweden, and then a Game 7 against Germany in the grand finals. I wouldn't, you know, that Game 7's got to be rough. So Fierce Smash, the combo comes through again, and Orphea does go down. Stay Wild and Listen doesn't catch anyone else, but Falstead burrows in, looking to chase in for more damage. Jet Propulsion from Blaze says, hello, we're going to back away. Tuesday being a late stream would be, yeah. I mean, and by late stream, I quite literally mean like starting at 10 or 11 a.m. my time, which is pretty normal. I'd like to start all my streams at 9 a.m. though. I like the idea of swapping the schedule over to that. As I said, we can go longer because that pocket of time just seems better. I'm done with stream around about 4 or 5 o'clock my time. So that means I can get a solid, like, 7 to 8 hour stream in. And then by 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm getting hungry for dinner. And there's still enough light outside to walk Bandit. It's still nice and warm, so... That's what we're thinking about. That's kind of the stream adjustment schedule. Earlier streams and longer streams. I don't think many of you are going to complain about that. Varian trying to pressure onto Tyrael, and I think it will yield a kill. Nicely done. Can Tyrael get death timer reduction? No. 10% per enemy hero hit. Hit 0 enemy heroes? Well, 0 reduction. 73 stacks to the Falstead currently. Still has not gotten a full reset on his heroics. Stay well and listen. Has it created a window for Nub to back away? Absolutely. Ragnaros is able to back off just fine. Tyrael dead for 25 more seconds, and it looks like the third objective phase will go over to the side of InPanic, and it will be their first of the game. Sulfur smashes a zoning tool. Falstad hits 2 once again as Blaze tries to clear up bottom before the fort does fall. With how much food we talk about, you better pencil in a lunch break. Nah, actually, I bought yogurt. I'm gonna try and have a yogurt halfway through stream to be healthy. That'll be my mid-stream snack, is 1 yogurt, maybe 2. Also, it's healthy, it's good for you, you know. It's got probiotics in it. Immortal Belith pushing down bottom lane, 15 minutes into the map, 18 seconds on a Hinterlands Blast for Falstead. And that's probably what they're waiting for to do the Judgment Smash combo. A lot of super potions down from Decker Kane. Ragnaros will spawn into the keep from the backside, so when it expires, he'll drop out back over here. If he were to activate it in the front, that's where he'd drop back out. I did not know that. For the longest time, I did not know that on Ragnaros. Until you're playing a Stormly game and you're like, ah, shoot. Crushing Jaws, a dive in. The stay well and listen to try and buy a window. Sulfur Smash will come through as well. Hinterland's Blast goes wide. Full 2-minute cooldown on that one. Orphea almost goes down. Anna's got the heals. Please don't kill me, will die. Are the members of InPanic gonna take another fast map? Not as fast as map number 1. Sleep Dart does connect onto Ragnaros. Dub trying to back off. Oddsock is really dropping low. And Jet Propulsion says hello to the enemy. Blaze rooted in place. Is it time to panic? Nah. Top lane Keep, by the way, is going to start taking damage from the catapult that has arrived over there. Is that, it's on Keep, right? Yeah, it's on Keep. And catapults do fixate on structures, meaning that catapult will not re-aggro onto the minion wave. And we have the minion wave tanking a ton of damage already. This is beautiful for the side of Cheese Squad, so long as the backs are delayed. And Blaze will be the one to go back and clear things out. So what we're going to see, third of the Keep HP to fall here. Maybe closer to We'll just round and say a third. Why not? That set up there in a straight line sleeping. Becca, I saw it too. I did see it too. The big stairwell that was like here-ish. I was like, oh, if Falstad's right here and he aims right here, that's gonna be a 5-man reset. Chat, I'm rooting for you as well. I want the 5-man reset. They're always fun to see. We'll see if Call of the Wild Hammer is picked up and if it gives the... I know it gives length increase, but I don't think it makes the shot wider. I don't think it does. We're gonna find out if he takes it. I don't know these things because I never take it, honestly. If I go Hinterland's Blast, I'm usually taking Farflight, not Farflight, I'm usually taking Nexus Blades at 20, or I'm taking Epic Mount. I don't really go for the Hinterland's upgrade because I don't remember it being very worthwhile. We'll see. Oh, demoralizing shout for the Varian, by the way. No banner, no glory to the Alliance. It's like a 40% damage reduction for 5 seconds. We did see this in CCL. There's actually demoralizing shout. It sounds exactly like Colossal Smash. Or maybe not exactly. It did sound a little different. Maybe that might have been an audio thing. Judgment from the Tyrael coming in. The self-air smash. There's the Hinterlands wasn't even needed. The Hinterlands didn't even hit. You want to know why? It's on full cooldown, homies. They didn't even need him. Oh, it's rough. 62, 61. That's a chunky death timer reduction from 61 to 40 or 54 seconds. Getting about 7 seconds off that death timer. Not too bad. Falstad manages top lane. Oh, there it is. Call of the Wild Hammer. Hinterland's Blast double the range and deals 25% more damage. So it's just range. It's not going to be an upgrade onto the girth. Yeah, it's still a very, very narrow line, but god dang, what's that range? That is more than your screen. Here, this is what Falstad's screen looks like. That is max zoom in Heroes of Storm as an observer. Let's get off that lock screen right there. My apologies. I'm looking at Falstad in top lane, and that's Ana going down, giving a reset over to Li Ming. The scroll of slowing. Scroll of Sealing, and the Heraldric Cube lock variant in place, and another kill goes over to the side. Oh my god, that's another reset for Li Ming. Self-Fear Smash not connecting onto Orphea, who wants to bite to chomp the Ragnaros. I wish the Hinterlands upgrade did something about the CD. What would you change? Would you change it from 25 to... Oh, the Wikipedia's wrong. It is 30 seconds per... Okay, the Wikipedia said 25, so I was wrong from the beginning. So it is only 4 you have to hit, right? 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, okay, so the web browser... Wow, chat, how could none of you correct me? How could none of you correct me? You love telling me when I'm wrong. I don't want it to be a fully useless talent when I miss. Oh, sorry, I missed your first message. I would have it drop the base CD to 90 seconds. So 30 seconds off the 120 down to 90. Yeah, I could see that. You know what? You know what? You know it'd be kind of fun? You know it'd be fun, Crush? You get rid of the... Maybe you get rid of the damage. So range stays, damage goes... You reduce the 120 to 90, and you increase the 30 to 45. So you don't have any range increase. You don't. Excuse me. You have the range increase still, but no damage upgrade. But if you hit 2 enemy heroes, you get a reset. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that. I feel like that'd be kind of fair. It doesn't get damage upgrade, but you have the availability to spam it more often as long as you hit 2 enemy heroes. That could be kind of cool. Maybe busted to shit. Maybe 45 is a little too much. Maybe instead of 45, it's maybe like a 10% damage increase. And you still have to hit 3 enemy heroes. But anyways, ideas. I mean, they're good ideas. We'll probably have to make a community patch of this game at some point. Falstad goes in. Same CD as beforehand. Varian will fall. Demoralizing shout. Not enough for him. Bottom lane keep is falling. And Cheese Squad, are they... Have they shredded their way through InPanic in map number 2? Wave of Force Repulsion. Li Ming doesn't push back reboot as they're looking for. Odd Sock poking here and there, trying to keep the inner beast active. 22.5 minutes into map number 2 in our fourth best of 3 of the day. Judgment from Tyrael coming in. Looks like he went for the upgrade at level 20, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does have that as well. Greymane will fall. This is looking like a reset. That's a nice, solid... Alrighty, I do believe we're going to a map number 3 in our fourth best of 3 of the day. These have been very, very fun games today, chat. Thank you all for joining me. And we're going to find out who's the victor of this best of 3 in Division 7 of Heroes Lounge, Season 11. GG, well played. I tried to do the spinning thing when I observed for one best of 5 during the Nations Cup. And then I realized that it's not, yeah. Does Falstad need any a buff though? No, but I mean it's fun to kind of talk about these things. It's just fun. It's fun to theorize about these things. I no joke. I'm not exaggerating when I say on. It was. So I'm trying to remember what day it was of the trip. So it was Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday because that's when the players landed. So on Thursday, I went to the zoo. I did a bunch of stuff around the Berlin. I went to the esport venue, checked out the stuff there, and then I went back to the hotel, and I was sitting at the bar having a beer, and I was like, oh, tonight I'm going to get schnitzel and try out schnitzel at the hotel bar, get some beers. And I no joke, not even kidding, sitting at the bar, I'm like 2 sips into my beer, I have my notebook, I'm starting to like make notes and prep for the event. I hear someone behind me say something about pixels. And I immediately was like, I bet that's a Heroes of Storm player. I turn around, Liam, Legacy, and Kevin from Next Level Gaming are sitting at a table right behind me. They walked in right after I did, maybe like 10 or so minutes after I did. So I went and sat with them, and Liam and Legacy were like, God, we're just trying to stay awake. We're so tired. So I end up shooting the shit with them for 2 hours. Quite literally, Liam at one point, because they got a bunch of food, they finished eating and everything, and we were having, like, I ordered a round of beers for the table, and we were having beers, and we were, like, halfway through, and Liam, like, looks at his phone, he goes, holy shit, I've managed to stay up till 8 p.m., which was, like, their goal or whatever. He's like, I can finally go to bed. And I look at him, and I go, you're welcome. Dude, you have no, like, for just 2 hours, we just talked about random Heroes of Storm stuff. I posed the question to them, and I go, all right, Legacy, Kevin, Liam, worst heroic in the game. And I made my case for, we talked about it. We're not going to go through it right now. We're not doing that today. I've already argued this to death, and I don't feel like it today. I was like, worst heroic in the game, 10s only, no augments, no like, oh, but Phoenix and Thrall. No. It's talent on its own, not looking at Braxis holdout, not looking at Entomb Leoric. We're just looking at the talent on its own. What it does, the utility you can get, is it good or bad? So I made the point, I said Phoenix's heroics are the weakest of the heroics in Heroes of Storm. Who would you argue otherwise? And we went through it, and they could not find an answer. Of course, we went into the conversation about Misha upgrade, but I think Misha upgrade's very good. Worst heroic? Any ult I'm using compared to the ults of the enemy. Players landed, I went to the zoo. No, the players were landing on Thursday, so I knew that, so I went to the zoo and I did my own thing. On Friday, Liam, Legacy, and Mater and I met up in the morning, and we went to Museum Island, which is basically just an area where there's a ton of museums that are in walkable distance. And then from there, we walked to the esport venue for day 0, where the players had some scrims, and I did some caster rehearsals. And that's when I convinced people to do the Hawaiian shirt. So you're welcome. I think Napalm Strike is pretty booty. Sustained damage, the cooldown on it. So, I mean, if you look at the damage of Napalm Strike, sure, but the how low of a cooldown it is makes it better, in my opinion, because it's what, like a 10-second cooldown on Napalm Strike. So to be able to spam it that much is very good. Purifier Beam, you can just walk away from it. Cannabither? Chromie's ults are technically the worst and she doesn't get them at level 10. Man, Kiss has got it, chat! The utility of Napalm Strike and Siege and yeah, I agree. I just, like, the cooldown of it's really good. The poke ability from it's really good. I can see what you mean. Like, the damage is very low, but the utility of it's very high, in my opinion. SGT, what is the cooldown? It's like an 8, it's like 10 seconds. It's a 6-second cooldown. So we're looking at Sergeant Hammer level 0 because that's how Here's the Storm in the quick match selection area gives you the stats, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe it gives you level 1. I think it's actually level 0. Regardless. Napalm Strike. Deal 164 damage on impact. Leave a napalm area that deals 50 damage per second and lasts for 4 seconds. So basically, there's a 2-second downtime. What's the Deathwing basic ability? Well, see, but here's the thing, Crush. We're getting into comparisons of other things. We're also comparing a basic ability versus a heroic. Deathwing, Lava Burst, talents, abilities. Lava Burst is a 6-second cooldown that lasts 6 seconds. After 1 second delay, deal 30 damage to all enemies in the area, so the damage over time is already lower. The Magma that deals 24 damage per second, so that's already lower as well. And enemies are slowed by 35%. The slow is nice. That's why I'm saying the heroic is booty. I'd rather have a Sergeant Hammer poking with Napalm Strike than a Deathwing poking with Lava Burst. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just that's just oh. I also said I don't want to argue this, and immediately people were like, "Well, Bahamut." I was clear with my intentions. I just wanted to tell a story. All right, ads will run pre-roll. Nope, we're good. We don't need to run anything, and we can get into our third map. We aren't arguing. We're proving we're right. Oh. Oh, there we go. That's easy. Well, that solved all my problems. They just got timed out for 69 seconds. That's the norm on this channel. If you're like, oh, he's a monster! No, we time out people for 69 seconds all the time. Yesterday, I timed someone out for 196 hours. Samuro's Illusion Master because the only thing it does is make me cry. Oh, Illusion Master's so good, though. A skilled Samuro with Illusion Master is horrifying. Because they can micro 3 Samuros to look like human beings. Because a lot like Nova bots are they're very cagey. Samuro bots are, I don't know, I wouldn't say like obvious, but it seems like it's easy to kind of deduce which one's which. If you can micro those around to all look like humans in the way they move, it's so difficult. It's a good Samuro player is terrifying through and through. Like Stark. Like Stark. Alright, y'all want a boss prediction? Oh, I forgot to pay out the last one. We did not get a reset. We did not get a reset for Hinterlands. Hey, it's me! The timeout reminds me of chat during Nations Cup? Wait, what, Crush? Wait, what happened? I literally never looked at chat the entire time I was in Berlin. I try my best never to read chat while I'm casting. Just because I also can't read and listen to someone, and I also don't care what people think of me because I'm doing it, you're not, fuck off. There's a sea of people complaining about ads. Oh, well, it's not my Twitch stream, so... Ad timing was bad, but the complaining does nothing. Yeah. You know what? It's not my Twitch stream. They can run their, Calder can run his Twitch stream however he wants to run it. That's on them. Yeah. I mean, I understand both sides of it. Like, you're running a tournament, you, like, ad revenue is, like, a main source of your income for Twitch streaming. So, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, I'm on both sides of the fence on this because I understand how easy it is to manage these things. I also understand that running a tournament has a lot of moving parts, so, I get both sides of it. I also get that you're running a tournament, you also want to make some money as well to maybe pay people back, because it's a lot of money that was put into the tournament from outside sources. So, I understand both sides of the argument. Yeah, I really don't have a say in it, personally. My answer is, it's not my Twitch channel, so... yeah. It's not my Twitch channel. Is Kael'thas Convection? Coward. Coward Kael'thas. No. There's, Artanis is gonna go Purifier Beam in this game, and he's gonna go, target Purified at 20, which is the reset. I know it's a little bit of a spoiler in duration, but still. I kind of want to do a target purified reset thing. Let's do a boss prediction. Let's do a boss prediction. I kind of spoiled a little bit of the game that it does go a little bit late, but it's Alterac Pass. I kind of expected it to go to 20 either way. Which team gets first boss? Ninja, there's a boss prediction coming up. Ninja. Cheese Squad versus InPanic. No boss taken. So Alterac Pass has got 2 bosses on the map. I think this is going to be a fun gamble. Let's get into it. Coward Kael'thas, a Kael'thaso. Oh, you wished me on that one, Kiss. Sorry about it. On the left-hand side, we're going to see Cheese Squad. We're going to have Kael'thas, a Maiev, Joanna, Deckard, and Gazlo. To the right, it's InPanic in this best of 3. We've got Muradin, Artanis. See? Crush? You said you wanted Artanis. I got you Artanis. Anduin, Mephisto, and Vala. Also, by the way, during the broadcast during Nations Cup, I said the people want Artanis a few times, and every time I was like, for Crush. Prediction has begun.
Hey, listen.
Get your game. Oh! Oh, I just flushed twice. Sorry, I had to flush twice. It was a real big movement. Sorry, I fat fingered a button on my stream deck. We're in mid lane, map number 3 in our 4th best of 3 of the day. As I mentioned, Cheese Squad on the left, InPanic on the right. Let's see. Will we get some delicious cheese for dinner, or is this going to be InPanic working their way through the map? I thought I had something. I absolutely don't. But the gamble is going. Which team will get the first boss? Will it be Cheese Squad? Will it be InPanic? Or will no boss be taken? This is a double boss map, meaning there's a boss in top, there's a boss in bottom. Boss probability is very high, but you never know. You honestly never know with some of these teams. But you know what I do know is I grabbed 2 beers earlier because I'm a smart man. It's Warcraft 3 WoW reference. Ah, that is why I do not understand. I did not play WoW, and I have not played Warcraft 3 outside of custom games in, like, 20 years. Oh, what you doing, Bando? Oh, I just realized we've been streaming for 5 hours, and it kind of popped up out of nowhere. In a nutshell, Kael'thas is probably the boss we killed the most as players. Oh, okay. Neat. I thought it was Hogger. Or Falstad. Or Valera. Wait, no, she's from Hearthstone. Just like Janus from Hearthstone, Garrosh is from Hearthstone, Thrall's from Hearthstone, Lunara's from Hearthstone. Oh, Hogger's actually a difficult boss? Okay. You think you trust this power to the Night Elf Mongrel? Oh, y'all got these deep. Y'all got deep lore that is just I don't even know. Some days I wonder if I missed out by not playing World of Warcraft, and I don't think I did, honestly. Like, I'm not judging anyone for playing the game. It's just sometimes I'm just like, there's a lot I missed out, like video game wise, but there's no way on earth my parents would have let me play the amount that you really got to sink into World of Warcraft. I barely got to play Wolfenstein and Counter-Strike Source. I remember setting alarms on the weekend for 1 in the morning because my dad typically went to bed at like midnight 30. So I'd set an alarm for 1 in the morning so I could get up and play games quietly on the PC. I played so much Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. That was my jam when I was a kid. Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, and then I played CAL, the Cyber Athlete Amateur League. So it was like, you know, remember there was CPL, the Cyber Athlete Pro League. I played CAL B, I think it was. CAL B Counter-Strike Source. Played a little bit of competitive Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Don't remember what we were ranked. And then I went to college and StarCraft came out, and I stopped playing games online pretty much because I just didn't have time for it. Also, the college internet was so shitty you could barely even play. Warcraft 3 customs, like Winter Mall or Legion TD. Played a lot of Legion TD freshman year. People with spamming enemy mines everywhere and the MPVs diffusing the mines. MPVs diffusing mines? I think we're talking about a different game. I don't believe there was military... Wait, what is the MPV? Like, MPV is like a... It's like a vehicle you get a bunch of people into, right? I don't think there were drivable vehicles in Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Wolfenstein Enemy Territory was a tug-of-war type game where you had, like, Oasis and stuff like that, where you had to push forward on the command center. Now, there were maps where you had to, like, push up a tank, and, yeah, the engineers could place mines, but the engineers can only place, like, what was it, like 5 or so mines at a time? Oh, MVPs. I read it backwards. Yeah, I read MPV, which I was like, isn't that a military personnel vehicle? Played Enemy Territory 20v20. Yeah. You as engineer, you had the spy basically, who had the satchel which blows up the forward command post. You had your general soldier who could take flamethrower, Panzerfaust. You also had the medic, of course, healing and revival. You had the field ops who could summon airstrikes. They could do the binocular call down. They could also supply ammo. You also had mortar guys as soldiers. I remember memorizing all of the, like, the V4-5, like, to say, like, thank you, hello, because there was, like, voice command stuff, so it was, like, V, and then you had, like, different menus, and there were sub-menus for the commands, like, if you hit, like, V11, it'd be, like, affirmative. I don't think that's right, but still, you catch the drift. Oh, man, there were some good snipers out there. There were some good snipers, but it depended on the map. But yeah, snipers kappa. Then you get the soldiers who would they would angle the mortar, and you get the field ops standing right behind them, feeding them just ammo. So the field ops would get a bunch of levels from feeding ammo, and the mortar guy would basically spawn camp with the mortars. Good times. All right, sorry, I'm off topic. My apologies. The first objective phase will expire here. Neither team has gotten a boss yet. We're 7 minutes in. Bosses spawn at the 5-minute mark, so I'll have to do my best to keep an eye on that. But the first objective phase has expired, and it looks like we've got a little bit of siege in favor. Excuse me, for the side of our cheese squad. Huh. Gazlo works on the camp on the left-hand side. Maevs has the Spirit of Vengeance out. Artanis looks for these Blade Dash Phase Prism swap, but he cannot land it. Vault of the Wardens able to get her out of that one. It's weird. It's Vault of the Wardens. I don't know why. So, like, all Wardens know how to do this vault? Please don't kill me. Able to sidestep the Storm Bolt. Stefan pulled back by an Umbral Bind, and Artanis checks boss just below. Vala working on top lane. Mid lane has a massive camp on either side. I say massive camp due to the fact that this is the true objective of Alterac Pass, the null pack to push in here. Scroll ceiling connecting onto Mephisto. He's fine, though. Gravel Bomb, by the way, at level 10 for Gazlo. I'm going to cycle through the numbers. We're going to miss the level 13s for a few moments, but let's take a look at the damage healing experience, because I do not believe I've cycled through these just yet, as the second objective phase will be spawning on the north side of the map. That's going to be a huge Gravel Bomb. Stay a while and listen. Phoenix from Kael'thas, a Phoenix that actually does something, will be out and available. Stefan so low. Phoenix will expire. Purifier Beam onto Gazlo, and it does zone back the enemy. May not deal damage, but he's got to run away from it. Maybe it's a Warden's technique. For me, it's just one of those things that it's like, why is there an S? It's in the lore. Is it really? Also, good to see you, Random. Hope you're well. Thanks for swinging through the stream. Oh, the shield glare! Did she have a second charge? Joanna! She could've! She could've! He had 50-something, it dealt 98. She could've. Well, Muradin steps back in with full HP. We gotta fight around the objective phase, but the channel going over to the side of Cheese Squad, a big light bomb, a Phoenix from Kael'thas, the Durance of Hate, and a double kill for InPanic, who chase in further, looking for more. Good Storm Bolt, please don't kill me, trying to back away, gets a nice Umbral Bind. Now Kael'thas with no mana should go down here. Granted, Living Bomb, don't spread it to Anduin. The Wardens are a full order. I didn't know that. All right. I thought it was just Maiev making sure that Illidan doesn't break out of his cage, and then she fucked that up. Right? Isn't that the lore? Like, Illidan's imprisoned and she was the guard, and then he breaks out? The whole group is messed up. Maiev was the leader. Okay. I'm getting pieces of the lore. A huge Durance of Hate will go into the members of Cheese Squad. InPanic is able to get the objective phase. Artanis Maiev traded, and I'm just waiting to see if Muradin's a little too far forward. He's going to be CC'd quite a bit between Kael'thas and Gazlo. Nub goes down as well, and maybe, just maybe, they get the Gazlo kill with the Shade of Mephisto. Vala's got the sustained damage, falls forward, and she gets the kill. But has she bit off more than she can chew? Nope. She got a whole, she ate the whole cheeseburger in one bite. No big deal. Tyrande helps Illidan get out. Malf didn't want to do it. A convenient cave in separated them. Oh. Oh, okay, interesting. Thank you for the lore. I appreciate it, seriously. I do, to this day, I want a StarCraft movie. I personally thought the Warcraft movie was great. I don't know all the intricacies of Warcraft lore, but I thought the movie was fun. I enjoyed the Warcraft movie. And I have recently watched it. I watched it about 4 months ago, maybe? 3-4 months ago. I thought it was, and for the first time. I thought it was fun. I'd love a StarCraft movie. Jump in from Muradin, Durance of Hate, and oh no, the Durance of Hate goes wide. And a little Gravel Bomb as well, and Cheese Squad are fine. Actually, it's not Cheese Squad who are fine, it's InPanic who are fine of that moment. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, huge wave should confirm the fort. So double forts have gone down. All outer layers still defending for Cheese Squad. Artanis moves, or excuse me, for InPanic. Cheese Squad losing that bottom lane fort, as I mentioned, and mid lane. Top lane opened up. Still looking good in map number 3 for our red team. Who would be Tychus? I would love David Harbour to be Tychus. I mean it slightly as a joke, and I mean it slightly serious. I feel like David Harbour could be amazing Tychus. The movie isn't super faithful, but it gets the spirit of the game. It's close enough for most of it, though. Only Garora's just, why is she that small? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not an Oscar-winning, like, it's not the best high fantasy movie I've seen, but I thought it was really good for what lore exists, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I had a good time with it. I'd recommend it. But of course, as I've also mentioned in chat, I've never fully played through World of Warcraft. I played Warcraft 3 and Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne. I played all those, but I don't know the stories. In the sense I haven't played the story in like 20 years. That's a huge Durance of 8 once again. The Warden's Cage. Avatar Murden was still being activated, but he gets sliced, he gets diced, and that is a dead dwarf. Meanwhile, Mephisto will be taking up some death timer as well. I thought Valo. I was holding my words there. Oh, shoot, chat. Who got boss first? Let's see. 422, 418. Top boss was gained first, wasn't it? Top boss was gained first by 2 seconds, 4 seconds. The shorter timer. So yeah, red team, because it's 4. Hold on, 4 minutes to 4:03. So the red team would have gotten it faster. Sorry, I do this all the time with these bets, and I apologize. Okay, paid out the people. Unless I Castromathed it backwards, which is very plausible. I was all distracted thinking about who would be a good Tychus. I don't know why, but John Hamm comes to mind for some weird reason. I don't think he'd be a good Tychus, but for some reason I think of him. It's gotta be, oh shit, no, I know the answer. Who's the guy who plays, Walter White's brother in Breaking Bad? That guy would be an amazing Tychus. That guy would be such a fucking good Tychus. Anyways, Phoenix out from Kael'thas, please don't kill me, is not gonna go down? What? Vala's, it was like one Q went wide. Oh, Omen Samuel able to back off and keep supplying some healing. Silwalker needs to go get mana, and Kael'thas will fall. Joanna did go down a little bit earlier as well. Oh no, is it falling apart? The Skull Missile will not connect to Maiev. She's got about 9 lives. Shouldn't we think about who's Raynor? Well, obviously Raynor's gonna be Matt Mercer. We all know that. Kerrigan's gonna be Scarlett Johansson. I don't know why we're discussing those things. I would actually prefer neither of those to be those. Not that I think Matt Mercer's bad. I just feel like we put him in anything that's like this. They're like, oh, it's Matt Mercer. We were talking about this before. Idra Elbis for Tosh. Idra Elbis, I think that's how you say his name. He'd be an amazing Tosh. I think he'd be fit that character perfectly. Oh, Maiev, goodbye. Johanna will fall as well. Target purified. Hey, that would have, actually, if we did target purified, that would have gotten the gamble. Idris. I never know how to say his first name properly. Is it Idris? Idris? Sorry, Tyke is my favorite. No. Starring as Donnie Vermillion? Well, I'm Donnie Vermillion. Thanos is Tychus. I can see that, yeah. Is that Josh Brolin, I think is that guy? But I like the guy who played Walter White's brother in Breaking Bad. I forget his name. I feel like he could be a good Tychus. He's kind of got that sour look. He looks good bald. I've been talking about random shit this entire map 3. I apologize to the teams. Gaz Loco's down. We have a keep falling in mid. This is a little difficult to do since the core still has 20 physical and spell armor. And it looks like Stormpike, Vandar. Vandar, Stormpike. Vandar, Stormpike is fine. Stepman would be... Oh, God, we talked about this before. Like, I forget who we said for Stepman, but we had a really good idea for Stepman as well. Omen Samuel, I think, should fall. That's a reset on target Purify. Gonna be going over to Sillwalker. Bottom lane keep does fall. Top lane keep did go down. The objective phase still available and very healthy in top. Sillwalker almost going down. Gets 2 double potions from Deckard and goes, you know what? Vala's autos look good enough to me. I'm gonna go ahead and eat all those for dinner. And that is map number 3 and our 4th best of 3 of the day. Gonna be going over to the side of InPanic. Huge gravel bomb, but it's still not enough. There's enough into the core, and Vandar Stormpike does fall. The Horde will win. Screw you, Filthy Alliance. Who would be Stukov? Ooh. That actually, I feel like Stukov could be John Hamm. Like, I joked around about it, but John Hamm could be a really good Stukov. No. Oh, no. Like, his face doesn't fit it too well, but there's a guy who does he's usually plays like a Russian villain all the time. Oh, God. I have to look up another movie to figure out his name. It's Jamie Foxx was in the movie. Jamie Foxx. Movies. He was in Day Shift, and he played like a merchant or something like that. He always plays like this, he always plays like a Peter Stormare. Peter Stormare? He would be a good Stukov. He always does a really good Russian accent. He usually plays a villain. I feel like Malkison, he does really good. Carl Urban for Stukov? I'm actually with you on that, bud. Carl Urban for Stukov would be really good. Carl Urban on anything is so very good, too.